making up stories. I don't know what kind of magic my parents mixed into my DNA, but that brew gave me one heck of an imagination. When I was a kid, my friends on the playground loved the games and tales I came up with. Did the prince save her? He got lost, so she teamed up with the dragon. No way! Yep, and they took over the kingdom together. Whoa! But as I got older, my audience got smaller and eventually vanished. Paper doesn't judge, though, so I began writing my stories down. And I have to admit, I absolutely loved writing. So by the time I hit 16, all I wanted was to be a famous author. But my schoolmates weren't into reading my silly fairy tales, as they called them. And the more I tried to stand out, the more I heard. So I sneak a peek from the corner, and there's Mrs. Wilson turning into a huge bug. Stop lying, June. After the break, he's not the same. Seriously, it's an alien, not the Jack we knew. You're such a liar, June. Oops, my bad. June, it's me. Nice to meet you. And before I continue, please like and subscribe. Anyways, I was craving recognition, and everything finally changed when we got a substitute English teacher. His name was Arthur Lewis, and he looked really cool. In the very first class, he asked us to write a short story about any character from a classic book. I chose the rabbit from Alice's Adventures and received an A+. After class, he asked me to stay behind.
You've got an exceptional imagination, young lady. Most people tend to lose that spark as they grow older, but not you.
I'm not that old yet. I've still got plenty of time.
But what if I told you that you could take your stories to a whole new level and have your readers glued to the book until the very end?
I'm all ears. He handed me a flyer. A party?
A writing club. Come join and see where your story takes you.
The following Thursday was our first club meeting. We wrote short stories as an exercise, and I even managed to add some illustrations to mine. My artistic skills weren't top-notch, but it worked out fine because the main character was...
Is it a rock?
My face flushed like a boiling balloon. That was Jim, my secret crush since I was 10. He was as brilliant as Stephen Hawking and as hot as a chili pepper. Best mix, if you ask me. In my diaries, he went by the codename Buffalo Wings. My spicy hot. Rawr. Yeah, his name is Kid. The story's called Kid, a Rock. He rolls around the world in search of his long-lost father, Mountain.
Sounds cool, June.
OMG, he knew my name! Sure, we'd had science classes together, but we'd never really spoken before. He'd always seemed so mysterious, silent, and oh so perfect. And now he was talking to me!
When I was a kid, I wrote a story about an ice cube. Looking back, it was quite a depressing tale because spring arrived too early.
Our Thursday meetings became a regular thing, but one day, Mr. Lewis asked us to help him move some books into our library.
It's part of an exchange program between